Hello, everybody. It's been half a year, and I will explain why it's been so long. This video was originally 3 hours condensed. It turned out to be two only because the very first part was me actually drawing in, and that was recorded in 1080p. And since I got a computer, I've been wondering if I should go back to these videos or focus mainly on live streaming. It seems that a whole year of being behind on work will kind of put that on the freaking, you know, it'll push that away for a while. And on top of that, my new computer cannot process 1080 video no matter how small I make them. I'm using Windows Media Player. It takes forever for that to process through. So I stopped and decided to record the rest of it in a downscaled version of that, and it worked a lot better. Windows Media Player did not freak out. It did not break down into tears because it was working so hard and it was trying to work for me, for my sake. And I forgive it. It's okay. You're a free program. I'm not gonna buy a freaking $60 program, and I'm not gonna get another free program that I'm not sure it's even gonna work right, you know? You work just fine, Windows Media Player. You can stay right there. I won. I got the winning formula for you. So I've been spending that much time on being behind on work for a year now, and it's kind of daunting when I think about it. But as long as I don't think about it and I just work, shit gets done. That's how I roll. And I just make other stuff to get my money and get some freaking food in my stomach. That's all I do. I just focus on that instead and not worry that much. Unless I really do have to worry and put up donation doodles again. Which, by the way, thank you so much for donating. I got a new computer thanks to you guys. I got it really, really fast. I mean, it took more than a freaking year, but that's way faster than the alternative, which is not getting any donations and not getting a computer in less than a year or so. So, it could have been way worse. So I appreciate that a lot. And I'm still doing donation doodles, the ones that are left anyway. I think I have 10 more to do or 20 more to do, and I'll finally get that off my chest and there's no more donation doodles. Unless people are interested in donating, I have a PayPal me for that, but I'm not opening that option just yet. Not just yet. I want to finish the donation doodles I finished. The ones that I need to finish, and then I'll open that again as long as I don't have a bunch of shit to do, which is a lot. I do have all these commissions left, and this video is this short because it's a simple drawing. It's self-indulgent with my favorite colors, and I don't have to worry that much. So the video was made really fast, and I didn't spend 8 hours like I usually do on something. I know 8 hours sounds like a lot, but hey, I'm a very slow artist. You gotta understand. This kind of work is not really. I'm not really for of the faster kind. Even though I do fiddle around with a line art every once in a while, it's really not as intensive as a commission would be. That said, I really wish the first part of this video was available. I really couldn't shorten it or in speed lapse it. I couldn't do it, so it's gone. I deleted it in my frustration. I was like, okay, fuck this then. Hopefully you'll have fun looking at this and listening to me explain what's been going on and why I haven't done these videos in such a long time. Like, a whole year is a pretty big gap. It's not easily freaking overlooked. People are gonna be like, wow, these are from a year ago and you haven't changed the style at all. And I'm like, well, that's true. That is true. I think my style has changed. My line work that was in the freaking bunker for a whole year has been line work of that time. And the line work I do now is a little different. Just a teeny bit. It's a lot thinner. Maybe because I keep switching around my tools, so nothing looks consistent, and that's a good thing. Like, who cares about consistency? A lot of people do, but not me. Not me. So either way, hopefully I'll get more of these done either monthly or bi-weekly. Bi-weekly, not as in 2 videos a week, as in 1 video every 2 weeks. Hopefully. I don't know if that will be possible. I'm not promising anything. It's just what I hope to do, what I hope to accomplish. Either smaller illustrations from start to finish, that's a whole process video. It should take me around 3 to 6 hours. If this is an example of what I can do in 3 hours, then it should be possible. But it really depends on the difficulty of the image. And flowers for me are kind of second nature. They're super easy. Their petals are translucent. You don't have to be so strict on the shading with them. Basically cheat and people will believe it's a flower as long as it has the spiral petal shape. And by spiral I mean that every petal overlaps the next one. That's what I mean by spiral. That's why when you see time-lapse videos of spirals growing, of flowers growing, they seem to grow and turn. They overlap each other and they turn and unfold that way. So as long as you keep that in mind, you can draw a fucking flower. These are supposed to be sakuras, I think, but they're not. Because one, they're green, an unnatural color for them, and two, they have like yellow freaking things on them, which I'll add them by the end of this video. Hopefully, more of these will get into detail on how I do shit, because a lot of people want to ask me how I draw hair, how I basically draw, and to be honest, I don't know how to explain it to you other than to show you. To me, that seems way more intuitive than to just explain with still images that people go like, they use that joke example of showing draw a circle and the next one it's a Mona Lisa, right? And it feels that way when I try to explain. I feel like I'm missing 10,000 steps in order to get there. And the reason why I think I feel that way is because drawing isn't one foot next to the other. Drawing is more like lifting all this muscle that requires you to move one foot and then swinging your arms so your center of gravity shifts along with it so you don't bob forward. And it's it becomes a complicated process that you break down. That's what makes me nervous about explaining. I don't know. I'm not a Carl Sagan that can explain something so complicated in a beautifully simple way that you can understand. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not teacher material. Hopefully, by me showing you that for me, it's just a process of how much I studied and worked for, you can get motivated to work and not necessarily learn. Teach yourself to get motivated. When I was young, I didn't really care for finishing a drawing. I always get demotivated because I knew introspectively, I knew that I couldn't make something as beautiful as whatever other artist I looked up to at the time. I don't remember. So I gave up halfway. I never finished anything. So it hit me when I was in college. This was 2008. I'm not going to get better if I don't move forward. What I did is I concentrated on smaller things like the head, and my art started to look very unbalanced because of that. It looked very unbalanced. It looked like I didn't know what I was doing with everything else. But I started finishing shit. I started to finish stuff, even if it was without any coloring. And after that, I moved on to digital, and that was a whole nother freaking 5 billion steps to take. But I did it, and hopefully you'll continue to join me on this journey of taking 5,000 more steps beyond. Every kid taking another 5,000 in there. Because it's a process you have to learn. And I'm trying to learn how to freaking, I don't know, I guess present you this information. Whether I learn or not, that's really up to me and not to you. That's the greatest part about this. I'm wondering if it's too fast for you to actually see. Tell me in the comments if you would rather have a second view or not, and just have someone peckering around the image as it gets done. You would like to see like a little window of the overall image and see it being done there. Also, hi Kitty! Hello! You're in the video now. Well, not really. You're here in audio form. I'm just talking about an imaginary cat that maybe you can't hear. but there she is. So ask me whether or not you will like that, and I'll fix it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Alright? Yeah. Thank you so much for hearing me blab on, ramble into your ears for 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope we'll see you very, very soon. Very, very soon. Not a whole year soon, but sooner than that. Bye. And I saw your eyes, and it made me cry. For a little while, I was falling in love. You love that, kitty. You love the pat pats.